This video is brought to you by Babcock Canada, Canada's industry partner leading the in-service support on the Victoria-class submarines. Babcock stands ready to deliver an all-encompassing, purpose-built, and sovereign sustainment solution that will meet our nation's defense and economic needs for generations to come.
Lieutenant Commander Hubbard, welcome back. It's great to see you back in Victoria. Tell us a little bit about this Op Latitude mission that you were on.
Hey, Joe. So, Op Latitude is Canada's commitment to operating in the North Pacific and Western Arctic region. It's been going on for a few years as part of our routine commitment to defending in Canada, deterring threats in the area.
Fantastic. And tell us a little bit about the operating conditions that you were in. This is your first command, first time at sea in command. What was that like for you?
It was good. So we talked a couple months ago when I first took command, and that's been great since then. So since then, we've been operating off the Pacific with our ally, the United States, and we continued that over this summer on Op Latitude. It was a great opportunity for me. As my first command, but it was also great because it was the first time I've been able to work with some of our partners in that capacity, despite having worked with them in others before. It's been really great.
Fantastic. And was this just the core crew that you had, or did you have an opportunity to switch out some sailors to give more exposure to people in the Canadian Submarine Force?
So, Corner Brook is the mainstay of the Canadian Submarine Force right now, and we were able to, throughout our program for the past several months, to be rotating out the people that we need so that we can maintain the force that we need for the future. We did I think we had great success. We brought a lot of new sailors on. All of them, the vast majority got qualified, and we're set up for success for the follow-on program for the next couple of years because of the training we were able to do on this trip.
So what does the future of the program look like?
Well, the boat will be going into a short work period to repair some defects and to modernize some equipment. And then once she's done that short work period, she'll be going out again and doing what boats are supposed to do. Go to sea and dive and train future submariners. That's what the program looks like.
Captain Koyman, talk to us about how it is to support these submarines. Like, Corner Brook has now been out for a couple of months. At first, you got up to high readiness during Trident Fury, and then now this Op Latitude deployment. What's it been like to support Corner Brook? How has that been?
It's it takes the entire team. So it takes the sea training organization to work up the sailors so that they're first of all safe, can handle any emergency. Then we did a weapons certification and training in the trainers in Halifax, which led to a weapons certification at Nanoose, where they fired exercise torpedoes and showed their ability to do attacks and to defend themselves. And with that training and the safety training, we were confident that they could handle any situation that they might encounter during Op Latitude. So, from supporting the boat through training, the schools, through the workup process, making sure that they can handle anything on board, and then to having the team ready to support them in each harbor they went to. They had two port visits up north, where there was a team waiting for them when they got alongside to make sure that the fuel was ready, the food was ready, the accommodations for them were good to go. So I couldn't be happier with the support that the boat got. They knocked it out of the park as a crew, and they were very well supported. I heard nothing negative from the crew or from the captain that anything was lacking for support for the boat. So the entire submarine force got together in order to make this deployment a success.
Fantastic.
And especially given the sort of the current state of the world and geopolitical stuff, how does it feel to be able to support Canada in this way in continental waters?
So it's great. I've been in the submarine service for 10 years now, and I've got to work with most of our allies, and the way that we're now working with them, it's just been fantastic. Coming back and being able to show the crew the direct impact that our operations are having on Canadian security, it's been really rewarding.
What does that landscape look like these days? Is it different than maybe in the past, in terms of geopolitical things going on in the world and the importance of operations like this?
Well, I've been in submarines for quite a long time, 32 years, and we have always been ready to go to whatever the government needs us to do, and that doesn't change with whether the world is safe or unsafe, or whether peace dividends after the Cold War. We've always been ready to go. The boat is always at a high readiness level in order to take care of any threat or conduct any mission that Canada may need the boat to do. So that for us doesn't really change. We have a job to do at sea, and it's done regardless what the outside world looks like. The world inside the submarine doesn't change.
sorry if I missed some of this as I was quickly setting up at the beginning, but can you just sort of quickly recap the operation for folks? Just summarize sort of what you were doing before you got back today?
Yeah, so Op Latitude is Canada's commitment to detecting, deterring, and defending from threats in the North Pacific and Western Arctic regions. We do this in concert with other government agencies. We work with the rest of the Royal Canadian Navy, we work with the Royal Canadian Air Force, and we also work with our ally, the United States. The United States Navy and the United States Coast Guard are also involved in this operation. It's been ongoing for several years, and now we're plugging into it, and it's been really great to join in with that team and the work they've already been doing.
And do any political tensions with the United States that we're seeing right now affect the operations that you do in partnership with their navies and coast guards?
Yeah, I'm very curious to know some of the conditions that you were operating in. I heard that you encountered some rough weather. How did the sub fare?
Submarines fare better in rough weather when they're underwater, and thankfully that's where we were.
Perfect, thanks.
Yeah, I was surprised. The boat looks great. They did encounter some heavy seas. They plowed through it, weather is something that you can't control. You just have to deal with it. But submarines have a special trait that ships don't have. We can dive under it. So there's a saying: happiness is, force 10 at 500 feet or something like that. It's an old saying that if it's really rough out, it's great to be on a submarine. But eventually you do have to come up, and then they don't keep sea as well as ships do.
Right.
Any other highlights or challenges from the trip?
No, I think this was a great trip, and I look forward to seeing you again soon to tell you more about the next one.
Did you get beneath the ice? Did you get as far north as Arctic? How did you get beneath the ice?
I'm not going to comment exactly on where we went,
Okay.
but it's a good question.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you also.
Thanks, Joey. Good seeing you again.
Good seeing you too, Mike.
Our thanks to Babcock Canada for their support of this Go Bold episode. To learn more, visit them at babcockcanada.com or on LinkedIn at Babcock Canada Inc.